David Callaway, Philadelphia abstract artist, and I'm here with the City Arts Salon. How I got into art was through trying to escape, and I found art to be something I can escape in, but also have control of when I was looking to have control. How I evolved as an artist through my work, even as a person, is having less desire to want to control things, and also painting in a way where I wanted to share it with the world, not just paint for my own personal therapy. That's a great question, because my background isn't of an art background, but going through that time in my life, what sparked my creative interest was a small magnet of a Jackson Pollock painting on the refrigerator. And so that being my initial reference or introductory reference to art, my earlier work, I tried to, do the splatters, standing over top of the paintings, trying to recreate what I seen on that magnet, and looking back, thinking about, I think it might have been freedom. This was displayed on that magnet. A significant event would be going through a rough time, wanting to escape, and finding that escape in art was what I would say would be a significant event. Also, the birth of my daughter was a significant event, because it gave me a different purpose in why I painted now. It gave me a different perspective and all of the possibilities that could be with this newfound thing, art, that I wanted to hold on to. So I would say the birth of my daughter would be the second one. My artistic process, I would say, to begin with, would be one of the subconscious, chaotic nature, but having to struggle and battle with expressing that, but in a world where it's restraints. And so a lot of the work that for this collection is centered inside of the canvases, and it doesn't go or spill over to the different sides, because it represents our nature, but having to express ourselves in a world full of restraints. Another part of my artistic process is being consciously aware of each design and imagery, but at the same time being free to try new things and not be so self-aware of, is it going to look good, is it not going to look good? Because I feel like as people, we're composites of all our mistakes and all our goals achieved, and when people view us, they're not able to tell which is which. So that's something that I wanted to put into my work. And sometimes the uncertainty of our actions are always present in our daily lives. You might know the right thing to do, but you're not sure sometimes. So with this work, I wasn't sure of every single mark that I made, but at the same time, I was at peace with whatever mark came, and I would deal with what I wanted to say afterwards. Sometimes when I make a mark, I don't necessarily like it. I have to come back to it, but then sometimes I find that when I come back to it, I like it more than I did when I left it. Also, a part of my process is for this particular collection, a change in perspective, where through COVID, we were promised certain normalities. We would get back to normal, we would get back to normal. We never got back to normal, but in that I found a unique opportunity to redesign the world the way that I wanted to see it. And so again, for this collection, that's what that is about, all of the opportunities that you can create for yourself. And as I move forward through life, learning different things, achieving different goals, the marks that are made in my work are a representation of my daughter, who is interwoven in all of the decisions and choices and, you know, hopes and aspirations that I have. She's woven in and out of that, so that's why it's displayed in the work. The most rewarding thing about art, or my art practice, is the freedom that I get to be able to express myself. Coupled with, when I'm finished with a piece, how the viewer responds to the piece, whether they like it or whether they don't like it. That's a response. And I feel like if I can make somebody think, if they want to take a deeper look at what the piece means, I've done my job. But even if somebody doesn't like it and they feel a certain way about it, I feel like I've done my job. And so that's one of the most rewarding things in art is for me. Also, like I said, being able to express myself, able to collectively put different thoughts and things that I want to say into different collections. And I think that spills back into my process, where for this collection, I use like a Rorschach type of background for the psyche of humans, of us, really. It's also seen in the simple things where that uncontrolled, I just wanted to go, but at the same time, that was it. Sometimes you gotta slow things down, and it's simple. Don't overcomplicate things. So that's what that piece has interwoven into it. And then the last piece I have with this show is Moving Forward. And that one is a little bit different than all of the rest, because that one I felt was a little glimpse of to where I'm going next in my artistic process, moving forward. And so that's what the most rewarding. My experience here at the City Arts Salon was great. Kenny came to me as I did my first piece, Change. That next day, I think, reached out to me and asked me to be a part of what he had going here. And I was excited, and I was even more excited when I got a chance to meet him and see the space that he put together for all of the artists to display their work. Very grateful for the opportunity to be able to display my work and have it seen. And just the whole event in itself was amazing. Put together a great group of people to come out and see the work, and he displayed the work in an amazing way. And it was awesome for me. Couldn't ask for anything else, really. So I appreciate Kenny for giving me the opportunity to display my art with the City Arts Salon.
Thank you, David, for taking the time to sit with us, or sit with me, and talk about your work and your process and what inspires you. I really appreciate you giving us this time. And I just want you to know, if you don't already know, is that your work is being admired. There are people who are expressing their opinions and how they see the complexity in what it is that you do. And, you know, the overall feeling is that, you know, this is somebody to look out for. You know, I just heard that today. This is someone that, you know, we're going to see more of. So again, I want to thank you, and you know, I wish you all the best.
Thanks for having me.